Somebody call a doctor because bad medicine is back! Over there is Diamond Dave Damone. This is the Appleton Oak. That's the answer. I'm Mason Quinn. Folks, today we are getting back into Arcane. This is Season 2, Episode 7. Pretend like it's the first time. Look, I don't know what to make of that title, but I cannot imagine what the fallout's going to be with losing Aisha. It's going to be wild.
Yeah, I'm definitely ready, willing, and able to find out what happens from everything that's gone on so far in these final 3 episodes.
Yeah, we got quite the tough situation that we've been put in after the finale of the last one. So curious to see if there is any rebound from that. I'm hoping things get better, but we'll see.
I can only imagine what these last 3 are going to be like after these first 6. We're here for it. Let's go!
Shit Chase is gonna do now.
I got my pen, like I'm ready to take notes. Like, just relax.
Oh.
Echo!
Oh,
Finally, we're catching up with Echo.
we haven't seen him since what, like episode 3?
Yeah, since they were inside that essentially bubble thing.
Inside the
he's in
hex.
Yeah.
You're beyond help. Whoa, relax, Jumpy. I've got
Whoa.
Oh, what kind of universe are we in?
Oh boy.
Stay back! Boy, what in the 7 sumps is all...
Hey, Benzo is from the first couple episodes.
Yeah.
Oh, what's gotten into him?
Oh.
Oh, wow. Okay. This is going to be a fun one. What kind of stuff is Echo going through?
Yeah, we don't know what happens to everybody inside the hex. I mean, Jace was in there long enough to grow a beard, so who knows what that'll do to, with Echo and everything he's been through.
Yeah, we didn't even see what happened to Heimer.
Heimerdinger.
Well, maybe we'll see him in this one, right? Because, there's only 2 episodes left. I can't imagine they're going to do...
Right.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna leave anything open-ended.
Yeah.
Oh, so maybe something to spawn off one of the other, like, side quests or side stories.
So it's pretty cool so far. He's... Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Vander.
Like, the future was rewritten.
Yeah, like a happy, like what if type future. Yeah.
I mean, like even on Powder/Jinx, it looks like she has no tattoos.
0.
I'm not talking to myself over here.
It even labeled her as
What
Powder
is
in
up
the...
with you?
Looks like they're in a nicer facility also.
Feel like I woke up in the wrong universe.
This is what happens when you stay up all night. There's still plenty of time before the competition. I've got you.
Citizen Psalms royalty. My liege.
My love.
My liege.
Trouble in paradise?
Just
Everyone's
the usual
back.
project
That's
woes.
cool.
Tell me about it. Well, we finally got the hybrids to feed off the Fisher gases, but the conversion rate's way too low.
What are we seeing here?
And we've tried cultivating the soil, infusing the water. Just no luck.
Wow.
I'll be right back.
There's a spot for everybody in this universe.
Where would you be without her?
Oh.
So he... what does he find? I don't know what he's drawn.
Hey, Gert. Do the Chem Sisters have another show coming up? Milo here is a big fan.
The old man's gonna let us play the party the night before that Innovators competition you all are gunning for.
Oh, my.
What would they do without you?
There would probably be some arm flailing.
Interesting perspective. What would they do without you? That's the second time.
As good as it feels to pour everyone's drink, you need to fill your own cup every now and again. I think you're too smart to spend your life in a bar.
Wise words. Wise words.
We're gathering at the mountains.
There he is.
Whoa! Electric guitar?
He's drawn that hex bubble.
Oh.
Hey, did he just sit in his own puke?
Yeah, that seems that way.
One can't go shouting from the rooftops about being thrust into parallel dimensions without awkward consequences.
There it is.
The anomaly which dislodged us from our proverbial reality also scattered us across time.
Okay, so he gets what's going on.
I thought I was going crazy. How long have you been here?
1,128 days, 6 hours, and...
Oh.
Oh, this is total interstellar shit. Multiverse.
I grew skeptical you'd arrive, even during my unusually long lifetime.
What about Jace? Is he here?
I fear he may have wound up elsewhere. The anomaly behaved differently around him.
Yes, the band Joe.
That's kind of neat, the slide.
I'm afraid Hex Tech was never invented here, and without a creation so prodigious as the Hex Gates...
No anomaly.
No, it isn't all bad.
So are we saying we're...
This place will grow on you, you'll see.
Grow on me? We don't belong here. I'm gonna find a way back with or without you.
I was gonna go see Vi.
Oh boy.
You wanna come?
What have we done?
Ooh. No, boy. Jace says we. What have you done, Jace?
Hey, guys.
Well, in the universe we're accustomed to, we don't know.
So now he has no...
We don't know when, where, and why he is where he is.
Oh, is there like a couple Jaces?
Well, it could be.
Interdimensional travel can be a little bit upsetting to the stomach.
Apparently.
Who's there? You.
Victor.
You. It's you.
Where are we?
Maybe I'm wrong.
Wait!
Oh, that's cool.
That's really cool.
Whoa. Is this what Jace thinks will happen if Hex Tech is allowed to grow?
It can't be.
Oh.
Yep, that's what it seems like.
What's with the third degree,
Wow.
Echo? We've been working on this project for months.
Humor me.
You had one of your funky dreams about an energy storage device that you swore would win the competition, so you came to me for help.
Energy storage device.
There's that gear.
Yep.
And this invention. You don't have some alternative purpose for it?
You're the big idea guy. Sorry, sis. Someone's wigging out over his project and having an identity crisis again.
Do we lose Vi in this world?
Oh, they said they were going to go see her, but that's not what I expected.
She's dead?
That's not funny, Echo.
It was a mistake to come here.
What's that supposed to mean? Just because you're having a bad day, don't take it out on me.
Was it you?
Oh.
Holy shit.
We went on that job because of you.
Job. That's why there's no Hex Tech here.
You should leave. Go, before I do something I regret.
Believe me, I'm working on it.
That didn't really change. She still draws. Huh. We get a pure baby face Jinx here. But we lost Vi because of Echo. Man, they're in deep. How are they going to get out of this if there's no Hex Tech for them there?
Yeah. Well, because at first I was wondering, is their mind just there or are they really in an alternate universe? And Heimerdinger seemed to confirm that they were actually there.
1,000 days.
Yeah. It wasn't just their minds.
Oh, boy. Oh, back to the bridge from the first season. Well, you got nothing but peace.
Looks like a much more peaceful place.
And see where it lands.
Is that Heimer singing?
Join in the circus. Stay for
There's Jace's world.
Let's see why he wanted to get back.
the band.
So getting like Bob Dylan vibes from this song. I like it.
That's the apartment from the first one.
And do what you
Stuff's still on the chalkboard.
There's a lot of notes still there. Couldn't they just take some? Wow, look at this. Just gone.
Yeah, it's like we're seeing like two completely alternate universes, you know? Echo's living in the good times without the Hex Tech, and Jace is going through the aftermath of the Hex Tech.
Yeah.
oh, no more.
Oh.
Just began.
What happened early?
March on, my friend.
There it was.
It's almost like a role reversal. Oh, did they have it and then destroy it?
The wind gonna breeze, just let the geese.
So clearly a huge explosion.
Yeah.
Rocked everything.
It's like the Hex Tech grabbed onto everything in Jace's world.
Let 'em turn.
Yeah, sing it, Heimendinger.
I was right. Heimer.
That was Heimerdinger the whole time? What a jam.
Well, also, as we looked up our Tony Stark from What If, the same voice actor.
Oh, they're turning.
They're waking up.
Morning, Jace.
Oh, what a shot.
They've had some cool shots with Jason. This. Oh, no.
Oh.
That'll do it.
That was basically like almost a pure metaphor of what he's
You
been going
think you
through.
can recreate the anomaly with these? Inconceivable.
Unbelievable.
I don't believe this can be done. Tampering with the arcane never ends well, lad. The risk is far too great.
I need a professor. Better yet, a partner.
Oh, glass nozzles. Again.
Blast nozzles. I'm going to have to use that one.
I'll be your next one instead of jumping jackrabbits.
Blast nozzles.
Ooh, that's in rough shape. Oh, he's going to start his legs.
Oh. Yeah, there it is. There it is.
It's like the ghost of Victor. That's what I'm going with.
Yeah.
It can't be good.
Is animation supposed to turn your stomach?
They've been trying to this episode.
It's becoming part of it. Is this how he turns?
There it goes.
What is he even eating?
I don't want to know. I do not want to know.
I don't want to know. Oh, are we playing catch up to how he got his beard? Is that what's happening?
Yep.
And I betrayed him. Must destroy.
Oh, some kind of creature.
Consumed. I was trying to create that.
Piltover, it's your time now, Jace.
Whoa.
Please. Accept me like this.
Whoa.
Is he writing the same thing that
some
Echo has?
Now they give us a lot to consider of why he thought he had to take out Victor.
He took his hammer apart to make his leg brace.
You ain't jumping out of here. Or
that knee brace now, it's like the Dark Knight.
That's
he heard you doubting him.
Things don't look all that much better up top there, brother.
Oh,
no.
There's more
It's
color.
color now.
Yeah.
It's a new day, Rick.
Echo, I don't know what this is all about, but if you're trying to apologize, dragging me through the...
I had this dream where things went another way.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, wow.
She was the toughest person in all of Zaun. Nothing scared her.
No, not my sister. But I was strong.
Look at the animation on the paint.
Is what made her fight so hard.
Unbelievable.
You were different in my dream, too.
Oh, yeah, Buster?
Yeah.
Buster brought me back.
Your ideas changed the world. I can't shake the feeling that that's who you're supposed to be.
Things are good. Echo,
It's good. This is wild, the way they're using the colors and the rain washing everything.
Arcane's been pretty good about that throughout their episodes, too.
We're really not going to get a third season of this show?
Well, it'll be a different set of characters.
I know.
Oh, there's the bridge. I love how every cut to Jace is just pure hell.
Yeah.
Nothing good at all.
I'm wondering if when they figure it out, it brings all three of them back, and then that's why Jace is on the vengeance track.
I love the musical descriptions. Pensive electronic pop music. Earlier we got melancholy pop dream music.
All right, so now I assume Echo and Heimer gave her the update.
Oh, we need Matt Damon to come in here and help us out.
He doesn't get the reference.
Oh, never mind.
Martian.
That was Martian.
Exactly.
Oh,
Thank you for
okay.
that point made.
It's wicked smart.
He's wicked smart.
Wicked smart.
We're almost done with that.
Well, I mean, it's interesting that Echo and Heimerdinger want to go back. I mean, isn't this world so much better than what they left?
Well, wouldn't you want to go back to your world?
But to save
Hell,
it. To save it.
I don't know. They were in pretty rough shape. This place seems pretty nice. I mean,
But
Yeah,
I mean,
screw
would
the
you
people I knew? Nah.
would you be able to live with that on your conscience?
Right.
Like, hey,
You-
the
you
two
know
of us,
an
the
alternate.
two of us are in a pretty sweet place, but everybody else is.
So they haven't seen Jace in this universe.
You're thinking Bon Jovi. I know, Dave.
We all know what
It's like
we all knew what you were thinking.
ESP brain connection.
You wanted to say
So,
whoa, and
what
I
does it
did.
do?
You guys
You
know
just
too
asked
well.
me that.
No, I didn't.
I'm too tired for games.
Oh boy.
here we go.
No, I didn't.
The more he keeps doing that,
Yep.
It's a time loop.
Huh? A time loop? A
Time loop.
You're gonna give him a concussion if you keep doing
You're
that.
going back in time.
Sooks, how did you
Gadzooks.
How far did you go?
A second?
Try going back further.
Take it slow, lad. We wouldn't want to push a new invention too far too quickly.
You don't say. Jesus.
Yeah, but where's the fun in that?
1, 2, 3, 4.
oh, is this working?
Oh.
The limit is 4 seconds.
Are you certain, my boy? What were the indicators?
Well,
You blew apart.
We could show it off at the party.
We aren't done.
Please go change before the party.
Don't ask what that is.
yeah, don't worry about that.
Yeah.
I think I might know how to give it a boost. A momentary upgrade, if you will.
Oh, is Echo fallen for this Jinx?
And what's the point of a device like this if you don't enjoy the time you have?
Boy, Heimerdinger used to be very, got to be careful with science. It can be dangerous. We should be cautious. It's really turned over a new leaf.
Every time we cut to Jay's house, it's
yeah,
like,
it's just-
all right, what kind of hell is he going through now? That's a pretty big overview.
Hey, in case I don't remember to tell you tomorrow, you've always meant the world to me, Benzo.
You're not.
Oh boy.
Making a big man misty, are you? These damned allergies. I have the feeling that you'll be running this place soon.
So,
Oh,
Hey.
didn't think I'd miss your big day, did you?
Didn't you try to kill him?
Greatest thing we can do in life is find the power to forgive.
Yeah, bunch of trade-offs. If you were to stay in this life, you bring some back, but then lose some. Are you seeing full Jinx here almost? Almost?
La pire des bénédictions, la plus belle des malédictions.
Never thought we'd see
Soit
power
faites
like
tes amis les
this.
plus chers.
Nope. Glad we got it though.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad we got this whole episode because now they figured out a way to get everyone worked in before it's done.
It's kind of nice seeing Powder happy.
Yes.
Where'd you learn those moves?
I was just following your lead.
He's got lines.
I used to dream the Undercity could be like this, but somewhere I got consumed by all the ways it wasn't. I gave up on it, gave up on you.
This is how smoothly the Tyson Paul fight went.
Sometimes taking a leap forward means leaving a few things behind.
Promise I'll never forget this. Sorry.
No, it,
Oh, dude.
sorry.
So close.
Can we just pretend like it's the first time?
There's our title.
Le pire, c'est toi et moi.
Hey.
The artwork of them dancing and the way they did it in like almost a stop motion.
Yeah, it's
type
pretty cool.
Is incredible.
Did not anticipate seeing these two like this at all.
Yeah. And then there's Jace.
We're back in hell, folks.
Jace isn't dancing to
hailstorm.
any French music, that's for sure. Whoa.
I love how they were giving our screen the glitch on that.
Yeah.
All ripping apart.
Whoa.
Look at that.
Is this like, hey, after you destroyed it, the Earth is starting to, or the planet's starting to do its own thing?
I think the Hex Tech is doing it.
Well, remember, he is like way up now. So, what do we got here? Oh, that's pretty cool.
Oh, no.
This is a big upgrade. I only need to hook up the final power supply.
Whoa.
Shit. Way to go, Heimer.
Did he say we should start off small and not get too big on new inventions?
Oh, look at the way it's grown over with the plant life and...
This is where it all started, isn't it?
This is where it's all going to end.
The end of Piltover. Because of Hex Tech.
So this is why.
Why did you ever give me this? Just tell me there's a chance.
They're going to show us who the mage is. There we go.
Send me back.
What is this?
Well, we can see why Jace is on such a mission to stop Hex Tech completely.
Yep. Oh, this is what he used.
Yep.
I must say, since I've met you, lad, I've truly lived.
What?
Back in a wink.
No! Everything.
Oh, wow. Heimer's staying.
Yeah, you know.
I suppose somebody had to run the machine from the outside.
And new powder wouldn't do it.
Oh, get that right. Come on.
I won't fail. I swear it.
Oh, and how it's embedded to his arrest.
Yeah.
Oh.
Huh.
Heimer go.
Did he go?
And that's how Echo got back to 1985.
No, he's still there.
Well, it could be Echo that was already in that timeline. Remember, he woke up pretty much in that body.
There he is.
Yep.
So,
Oh, we lost Heimer, didn't we?
Powder? What happened?
No, it's the old him.
I saw a cooler version of you. It went away.
A lot just happened there. Oh.
Whoa.
Oh.
A lot of shards.
For Julia with love. What?
She had it there with her the whole time.
Yeah. Or she said had it and didn't know what it was or didn't know what to do with it in this.
That is true. I mean,
that is wild. What an episode.
We saw how little the shards did, and we saw that it had to do something with. She's holding on to one as she's holding Vi. Or Violet, in her case, as she perished, so I'm assuming she saved all of them and just she didn't know what to do with them.
Yeah, because I mean, Echo had to go dig all those out of the wall to build their time machine.
Yeah,
which was wild. And they had said they had already been there 1,000+ days that they were in that world, and I'm glad we got the answer as to whether or not they were actually there or if it was just all in their mind, because we've had kind of the trippy stuff with the Black Rose going on because we don't know exactly what that is, or at least I don't know exactly what that is or where that is. So I like that Heimerdinger was there to kind of walk us through, give an explanation as to where we were and what was going on. A huge left-hand turn from where I thought we were going to go. I was not expecting to see Echo and Heimerdinger and Jace and how they got to where they were. I thought maybe they would just show up and catch up with us and maybe do, a quick little montage, if you will, of where they were and what they did. But this was a lot of fun. And I think, I might have brought it up a couple of times, but it's an interesting dilemma they're in. They're in a world that's essentially what they wanted. And from what I can see, the only person that's not in it is Vi. Everybody else they lost along the way is back. And it's an interesting thought of, would you prefer it there? Now, Echo kind of took over that version's Echo. We saw at the end, then he was back to that universe's Echo. Didn't really know what happened, but it's something you could think about for a while, and would things play out better? Now the other downside being that you don't know what's going to happen with the Hex Tech. Yeah, you're in that universe, but what's going on with Hex Tech in your original world? We obviously, Jace is trying to do what he needs to do because he sees all the destruction that it's brought. So kind of two ends of the spectrum as to how Hex Tech worked out. One created essentially a paradise of what they wanted, and the other just complete devastation and a wasteland. And I was hoping we might get the reveal of who was under the hood that was able to send Jace back. We didn't get that, but I got a feeling that it's coming. I was waiting for it to be a different version of Jace. We'd get the reveal and he would show that off that he was there this whole time. And it would be some crazy, time loop about how he was originally saved. But a great episode. I have a feeling that if we don't, I'm wondering if the last episode is going to pick up after the explosion that we saw where we lost Isha, and if the episode before is going to be a little bit more world building as to where we're at and what we are getting caught up with everybody at the Hex Tech. But another great episode. It was so crazy seeing Powder in a different mindset, one where she can actually be happy. That was wild to see, and I think we all wanted that for her at some point. Granted, Violet wasn't there, but she seemed to be doing much better than what she was in our original universe. So another banger of an episode.
Oh yeah, this was so cool seeing how Echo woke up basically and like what they've been striving for the whole time. Having the underworld and above live side by side. Like there's a scene where he's looking at, looks like the marketplace, where he just saw all the different creatures and everyone just laughing and cheering and having fun. Looks like Vander's bar is like really like the place to be and looks amazing. I mean, even still with that, they're like, Echo, your talents are wasted here, or Powder, like you could strive to be more. And we saw that with the gemstones, with the hex stones, like you saw that it was still did something bad at like when they were younger, just like it did in our universe that we're used to. This time we saw that it took out Vi, and not, it was great to see Clegor, Milo, Benzo, and then even with Kurt with having both arms. So that was kind of nice seeing that, and the one having a crush on her, that added a little extra to it. And then you had the total contrast that Jace wakes up where you use it as your be-all, end-all weapon, and how it just destroys all life. Now we saw that some of them are coming back to life and kind of like looking at him and following him. They didn't attack him, which I thought was interesting, but they were brought back to life. And then we had the figure that we never saw his face. So and you get that conundrum. You're Echo, you wake up in the world that you've been striving for. Heimer's been there over 1,000 days. But you want to get back to the people that you want to save. So it's like quite the conundrum that you have here. But I mean, I guess the silver lining is that when he does go back, there's still an Echo there that can be with Powder, and hopefully, they can be together too. Because I think that's what was really great about it, was their whole dance scene, them kind of getting together and, eventually probably falling in love. But he had to leave it because he needed to save his world. So I wonder if that's going to come along with him. And then we don't know exactly what happened to Heimer. I mean, we saw him disappear, but does that mean he went up? Because then we saw on the outside was an Echo laying there, and that was that timeline or that universe's Echo. So that was my one question I have with this episode. But otherwise, it was
only
really,
one?
Yeah, that was my main question.
Just the one.
But it was still a really good episode to see like what could have been. And so I do love it when shows do that, especially like this, where we've seen it go off the rails. The only thing that would suck, obviously, is that Vi was gone. But other than that, it was a really cool episode to see how everything could have turned out differently, so to speak.
Yeah, I'm going to continue along my theme of reviews and really just take a moment to praise the artwork that they did in this. It's always so crazy when you have a fictional universe that somebody has to create the picture of what this universe would look like. And it's just so incredible to see that the artwork that they've used, the world that they've created, and even just the way that we're given certain scenes. And you're like, man, somebody or a group of people were sitting, well, what if we did this dance scene like this, where, we brought in some French music to give it a different vibe. We did a little bit of stop animation. I think that's, how it's referred to. The art they gave us when they showed the painting on the wall, it felt like it was real paint. It looked like real texturized paint. And then, the world that Jace was in, before, for lack of a better term, the rain came and washed away all the gray, and we saw all the colors. Somebody had to create that, and it's like this show has really put itself on a whole different level as far as the animation for me than anything, at least that I can recall reacting for on this on this channel. So kudos to everybody that was involved on the art side of things for another incredible episode, and it feels like they just keep leveling up each episode. What if we did this? Well, it's like, I got this idea. Why don't we save that for the next episode so we can continue to wow people? Because the story itself has been really captivating and draws you in. And that feels like it's a constant, and obviously they're building tensions and stuff, but it feels like every single episode they're presenting something new in the way of the way they're doing the animation and the artwork and everything. So it's like every single time you think you've are wowed as much as you can be wowed by the creativity of the people who are creating the show. It's like they take it to another level. So, I mean, kudos to the entire team. I don't want to just say animation team, creative team, because I have no idea how many hands have to go in to make something look like this, but to all of you, incredible work. I thought it was really interesting seeing two alternate worlds where the variable was one singular piece of technology. I mean, that concept to me is really wild, and I'm trying to think of how that would look on Earth. I mean, of course, I think the easiest one when you're talking about energy is what would our world look like without ever having nuclear energy, I think is the closest thing. Like, where would we be in 2024 had that never been created? I think if you want to go back even further, to the Industrial Revolution, what does the world look like today? All things being equivalent minus steam engines, or minus the where would we be at right now if there was never any internal combustion engine here on Earth, but the rest of kind of the future still advanced? And for them to show kind of the two different sides, I thought was really interesting. And of course, it brings up the question of, is all technology good technology? And look at how happy the people are, and the bright colors, and as Answer said, everybody's getting along. It doesn't feel like there's this giant gap between the underworld and above, and everybody's kind of just living in harmony. And it looks like there's a pretty fair sense of equality there, versus the alternative where everything's just gone. And I don't know if it's going to make the cut, but I saw, when they started it off very gray, but near the end the rain was coming down and we saw the colors and the plant life and what looked to be dragonflies. It was almost like what we've seen in shows that depict a post-apocalyptic Earth, where they'll show like New York City, where the plant life has grown over and there's deer in the streets and the buildings are all covered with plants and stuff like that. It felt like it was their version of what happens after the planet that they're on kind of regenerates itself. So a really, really cool concept for this particular episode. And between the story writing, the artwork, and everything else, I think this episode has been my favorite so far of this season 2, just because the creativity of the story mixed with the artwork is just, it's so next level from anything else that I can recall seeing. It's hard to wrap your head around.
Yeah, what a joy. Excuse me. What a joy. There we go. What a joy. What a joy it was to finally see some happiness for Powder, because we've been seeing, not counting the first 3 episodes. Outside of those episodes, we just seen, Powder just taking in the world as she has, right? Because there's been a lot of devastation to her. And now in this peaceful, perfect multiverse of a world, Everything's gone what seems to be right, except for losing Vi, which apparently was not on Echo, but Echo put a job in place, and then they went and did that job and ultimately lost Vi's life. But again, it was good to see Vi just be Powder be happy. The dance scene with Powder and Echo was, I think, pretty damn cool for the series, because again, I never thought we were going to get any version of Jinx Powder being happy like this. No, don't get me wrong, Jinx is, having the time of her life too in moments, just blowing up shit and having fun that way. But this was, I felt like the creators and writers gave us this peaceful episode out of the 2 seasons just to be like, hey, we're going to show you this once, give you a nice picture of it, and then also involving all the characters from the first 3 episodes. I thought that was pretty cool, and I thought they did a unique way, at least in my opinion here, of giving them a happy send-off versus the send-offs that they got in the first act, if I'm remembering correctly. But with this episode 2, I feel like you were saying, there was a huge contrast, right? Which is pretty obvious with Jace and Echo, one being in a peacetime and one being in just like you were saying, Quinn, complete wasteland. I can't imagine, just trying to put myself in that position, of course, in this fictional world of amazing animation, is if I was Jace, how in the hell, or what, how do you even function correctly? Because it's just a bunch of nothing, just destruction, nothing. So like, how do you keep going? Now clearly they showed us, right? But I'm just trying to think, like, what would I have done? Yeah. And it would have been like probably not even half of what Jace did there.
Yeah.
But then getting up to the very, very, very top, where we finally started to see some color, I feel like that was a way of them saying, all right, now we're starting to kind of see, like, almost like a metaphor-ish or foreshadowing. We're starting to see the end, starting to see the light a little bit. But then Heimer did his crazy construction of the that hex bubble. I'm just gonna call it that because I keep forgetting the name of it. But in there too, when that switch happened, this is where I got slightly confused. Did that take Jace to where they were in the last episode? So someone might have to work with me on that one to kind of clear up the confusion there, or we're probably just going to get the answer in the next one. Either way.
Yeah.
And then for Heimer, I'm pretty sure we just lost him. I'm not sure. Obviously, we're going to find out in the next episode, or even the one after that, just to get final confirmation. But to me, that felt like he sacrificed himself.
Yeah, they gave us that tease when he went past 4 seconds on the time machine.
Yeah. So, and that factoid too, like, Echo 4 seconds. Well, what happened?
That was the limit.
Trust me.
He's got fur on his face.
Fur on his face still. Yeah. Overall, I feel like this was a pretty strong episode, especially, again, giving us as much happiness as one could give us for other characters and giving us a glimpse of happiness for another. While we still have a little bit of devastation, like they were saying here, you have to sacrifice something to move forward. I think that's what just happened here. So overall, fun themes. Cool to see that, of course, the animation just crushed it. Cool to see some of the characters brought back in this multiverse of sorts, having a healthy, happy life for now. And I assume that it's going to stay that way. But yeah, what a fun episode this was.
Yeah, it's just crazy to think the whole catalyst for this show all comes down to, in that first season, they tried to rob that apartment where the hex stones were. Had they not found those, none of this happens.
Oh, and then did you guys kind of pick up on this too? Because remember, Heimer was saying, oh, my pupils. Jace was one, and now Echo. And we got, like, last season he was working with Jace pretty well, and now we got a pretty good episode here of where he
just working with just Echo.
Yeah.
So, and Heimer did say, you could be my new pupil, or however he said that. So that was the other thing too in here that I picked up on a little bit. I thought it was pretty cool that, I mean, if this was Heimer's last episode, at least they kind of delivered on that.
Yeah, and it was interesting how Heimerdinger really let it rip in that last episode because he's always been so reserved, so cautious of the hex tech.
He even was somewhat in this one where he was like, we got to take it slow with it. And then
it hit.
Then all of a sudden the next scene there, he's like, he's got this big machine. So I figured it all out.
Let's run it to 11. So,
yeah.
So we are on the road to the end of this chapter of Arcane, and we're here for it. So for Appleton Oak, that's Diamond Dave. That's Mason Quinn. I'm, of course, the answer. We'll catch you on the next one, pals.